It's your boy Shinobi back here with another video, and we'll be getting into this video. Wow, it's gonna be Legacy Chapter, Chapter 2. So, hope you leave feedback, comment down below, maybe like, give me 3 likes, subscribe, and follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, and now we'll be getting into the video. Previously, hello Sochi, said Kushina. Minato turned to his son and said, "Welcome to our family, Naruto. Current time, undisclosed location, outside of Konoha. Rest, Kushina. You will have plenty of time," said a Biwako as she picked up Naruto for his first bath. Biwako is a woman with 170 centimeters long hair, long brown hair, trapped in a ponytail with brown eyes. She is around 50 years old and is the wife of Sarutobi Hiruzen, the previous leader of Konoha. "How are you feeling, Kushina?" said Minato, concerned with her. "Just tired," she replied. "Thank you," he said, when suddenly a unknown voice to both Minato and Kushina echoed through the room. "Step away from the Jinchuriki, 4th Hokage," the masked man said, as he held Naruto hostage with the kunai to his neck. Biwako and the other nurse lay dead on the floor. "Okay, just calm down," Minato said, frightened. Concern evident in his eyes. "Speak for yourself, 4th Hokage." "I am perfectly calm," the masked man said, as he threw Naruto in the air, preparing to stab him with the kunai. Suddenly, a yellow flashed. Minato grabbed Naruto and asked the masked man, made his way towards Kushina. Buzzing was heard as Minato realized 5 explosions placed in the blanket around Naruto. In a burst of speed, Minato removes the blanket and teleports Naruto to his safe house. Minato's safe house, outside of Konoha. An explosion occurred as Minato is blasted away with his son in his arms. "Man, that's a no ordinary shinobi," said Minato, just wondering who the masked man is. "He managed to separate me from Kushina, teleporting to the Namikaze compound." Minato places his son on the bed. "Rest now. I'm going to save your mother. I will be back. Undisclosed location outside of Konoha." The masked man approached Kushina and warped away to outside the house. Placing his hand on her stomach, he began extracting the QB. In a couple of minutes, a figure is seen erupting from her stomach and materializing in the air. There stood the Nine-Tails Demon Fox in all its glory, with the 9 tails swinging, with a glimpse of the mask. The man traps the QB under its control. The once red slit eyes of the QB are now red with 3 black tomoe. The Sharingan glowing in all its power. "Wait," said Kushina. Realized what was about to happen. "Incredible. The Uzumaki clan is simply incredible. Not even extracting a tail beast from you is enough to kill you," said the masked man as he commanded the QB to kill his former Jinchuriki. "It's only fitting that the QB killed its old container," he said, as the QB is about to crush Kushina. A yellow flash is seen, standing In a tree not far away, you see Minato and Kushina in his arms, bridal style. He really lives up to his name, Minato Namikaze. Konoha's yellow flash, he says, warping to the edge of the village. Minato flashes to the Namikaze compound, laying Kushina next to her newborn son as she embraces him. Kushina, I'm going to stop the Kyuubi. Take care of him, he said. And in a yellow flash, he's gone. North entrance of Konoha. It was warm, calm summer night in the hidden village of the leaves. Lights were on all around the village as people followed their lives, unaware of what was about to happen. Kushi no Jutsu! Summoning Jutsu. The masked man said, slapping his palm on the ground, and it burst into smoke. There it stood, the Kyuubi, ready to unleash its fury upon the unsuspecting village. Suddenly, a roar is heard as the Kyuubi starts its destruction, swinging its 9 tails and using its paws. Nothing stood in its way. Suddenly, the Kyuubi has appeared in the north part of the village, said Anbu, as he bowed to Hiruzen Sarutobi, the former Hokage. Yes, I hear it. Summon the forces, and evacuate civilians. He must be pushed out of Konoha's gates and wait for the fourth, said Hiruzen. Minato Namikaze is seen standing on top of the Hokage monument, ready to go face the Kyuubi when he senses the presence behind him. Quickly ducking and turning around, he swings a kunai only to phase through the enemy's head. Suddenly, everything begins to become distorted as the masked man starts absorbing in a ripple-like pattern. Before it's finished, Minato disappears. He flashes away to his safe house. After Minato escaped the masked man, that technique, Minato said, pondering what he had just experienced. It's a space-time technique, more advanced than my own. It doesn't seem to require seals, or I would have seen them with my Sharingan. It is best if I had my Sharingan under the Genjutsu. I don't know who he is, but his chakra signature seems familiar. Suddenly, a figure appears just a few meters away from Minato. There stood the masked man, preparing to face the legendary yellow flash. The men stared at each other, one daring to make the first move. Who are you? Asked Minato as he wondered who could possibly have the Kyuubi under control. My name is long forgotten and despised in the history of this village. I was once known as Madara Uchiha, but you can call me Toby, he replied, chuckling at the irony of asking a masked man who he is. No, I know for a fact you're not Madara Uchiha. Although your chakra seems familiar, you're not him, Minato says, trying to find out the masked man's identity. The masked man simply stood there, wondering how in the world could the fourth Hokage known that he isn't Madara. Something isn't right here. How can he know Madara's chakra signature? Thought Toby. Both warriors dashed at each other in battle for speed. The fastest would win. Minato simply throws a Hiroshima flying thunder god technique. A kunai at Toby as it phases through its head, getting closer to each other, preparing to face off. Minato charges a Rasengan in his hand. in his right hand, preparing to slam it into Obito. Nickname Toby. Toby is about to touch Minato, preparing to absorb him. Victory is mine, he says. As suddenly Minato disappears from his sight, only to appear behind him in the back, using the kunai he previously threw. Minato twists his body, slamming into Toby, vaporizing the area of the mark. Toby with a Hirashin seal. I underestimated him, Toby says, when Minato suddenly appears in front of him, stabbing him with a kunai and applying a contract to remove the seal free the Kyuubi. Toby, seeing he lost the battle, says, I will be back. I will soon get my revenge on this village. As he warps away, something tells me he wasn't joking, and he's an Uchiha with a chakra signature similar to my father's. I wonder who he is, thought Minato, as he gets up, getting ready to stop the Kyuubi, flashing to the battlefield. Konoha's northern part of the village. In the battlefield stood the third Hokage, leading the forces, trying his best to push the Kyuubi away from the village, when he suddenly hears Kushina-jutsu! Minato says as he drops on top of the Kyuubi with his summoning Gamabunta, the Toad boss, pitting the Kyuubi into the ground. Try to hold him off as long as you can. Teleporting something this big requires preparation, he says to the Toad boss, as Minato prepares to teleport the Kyuubi away from the village. Are you crazy? I'm not a miracle worker. Hurry, Gamabunta says. Suddenly, both Minato and the Kyuubi disappear near the safe house. Arriving near the safe house with the Kyuubi on its toe, Minato is panting from the massive chakra usage. He just pulled to teleport the Kyuubi. For the Kage, please, you must see him. Quick! I can still feel that damn Uchiha pushing me. I refuse to be in control, says the Kyuubi. Much to Minato's surprise, he wants me to sail him? Thought Minato as he teleported to the safe house, picking up Kushina and Naruto for the ritual. Kushina, I need your help restraining him. He's a big pusher. He's still being pushed, he says, as Kushina gathers the remaining of her chakra to form chains as to snare the Kyuubi to the ground. Minato starts preparing and performing a long chain of seals as he shouts, Shigefumi, Funji, Demon Summon Khan, Demon Summon Dead Demon Consuming Seal. For the Kage, get out the way! The Kyuubi shouts as it feels it's being driven to kill its next vessel. However, both Minato and Kushina jump in front of the claw, protecting their son. Kushina, crouch. We don't have much time. Any last words? He asks Kushina. Naruto, she starts. I want you to grow up into a nice young man and a strong shinobi. Remember to bathe every day. Go to bed early. You need your sleep. Also, I want you to make friends. You don't need that many, only a few, as long as they're true friends. Also, no drinking until you're 20, and stay away from Jiraiya. I'm sorry, Minato, I took your time. Don't worry, he says. He starts. Kyuubi, can you look after my son? I know he will have a hard life, he asks. It would be my honor. I'll take care of your kid. The Kyuubi replies, wondering just how the hell this night could have happened. Damn, Minato thought, I need to make sure he knows my father's legacy. I can't let him go to the Uchihas. Not with the Kyuubi in him, but I never told anyone, and it's far too late now. He starts thinking when suddenly an idea pops in his head. Maybe this will work. Suddenly, Minato gathers what's left of his chakra, pushing in, into his eyes as they stop spinning. He says in a weak tone, "Tokishimi!" Minato starts waving his eyes and starting to drift off. He says, "Naruto, listen to whatever your mother said, and go being a strong and brave shinobi." And the last words of his say, he whispers, "Eight Trigens too." Now this will be the end of the legacy. First, the legacy chapter, the birth of a legend. I hope you like, subscribe, and this will be the end. Peace.